Good morning, class, and today we are going to learn how to construct and interpret a confidence interval for the difference between two population proportions. Our problem is, the Gallup organized surveys of 1,100 adult Americans on May 6th through the 9th in 2002 and conducted an independent survey of 1,100 adult Americans on May 3rd through the 6th in 2010. In both surveys, they were asked the following. Right now, do you think the state of moral values in the country as a whole is getting better or worse? On May 3rd through the 6th, 836 of the 1,100 surveyed responded that the state of moral values is getting worse. And on May 6th through the 9th of 2002, 737 of those 1,100 surveyed responded that the state of moral values is getting worse. Construct and interpret a 90% confidence interval for the difference between the two population proportions. To do this, you have to follow the three requirements at the top of the board. The samples have to be obtained independently using a simple random sampling or from a randomized experiment. 2, the population proportion of sample 1 and sample 2 must be greater than or equal to 10. And 3, N1 and N2 must be less than or equal to 0.05 times the total population. Our sample 1 information is N1 is equal to 1,100, X1 is equal to 836. To get p hat, in order to find out the population proportion, you put X1 divided by N1, and that is given here, which is 836 divided by 1,100, and that equals 0.76. In the formula given, you will insert your numbers as you see so, and this will give you 200.64, which is greater than, obviously, or equal to 10. And in sample 2, you do the same formula to develop p hat x2 over n2, which is equal to 0.67, and that in the formula is equal to 243.21, which is greater than or equal to 10. And in your third requirement, N1 has to be less than or equal to 0.05 times the total population. Total population is America, which is greater than 11 million, which means that the sample in both sample 1 and sample 2 is less than 5%. Now, to construct the confidence interval, this is the formula that you will follow to get the lower bound and the upper bound. But thankfully, we have our great teacher, Miss Linda Kane, who fortunately taught us how to do it in the calculator, and that is by using 2PROPS z-interval. Now, before we look at the answer, we're going to look at it on the calculator. To get to this, you press Stat, go to Test, scroll down to 2PROPS z-interval, and you enter your data in X1, N1, X2, and N2. And our confidence level, as stated, is 90%. You press Calculate. It'll give you your interval. And as you can see on the board right here, all our data matches up, and this is our interval. Thank you. Goodbye.